How you guys doing? Good? Yeah. All right, there we go. Yeah, I'm happy to be here. Probably a little more than you. Just JK. No, I like being here. I really like being under these lights. They really bring out the mustache, okay? I feel good. So, running theme tonight, I'm single, okay? Let's establish that off the top. And, often people, they'll ask me, why are you single? I don't know if you've ever gotten that question before. Personally, I hate that question, because, I never ask you, how are you married, right? I never say that, to your face. But, sometimes I think about it and I realize there probably is a reason why I'm single, and that's because, I'm not really interested in being interesting. I don't want to be somebody's princess, okay? Or their challenge, or their manic pixie whatever chick, okay? I don't want to be any of those things. I just want to be the grown woman who lays next to you while we watch Netflix, okay? That's it. That's all I want. And I feel like people think that's so boring, right? And it's true, that is boring. But I feel like happiness is boring though, right? What's interesting? Murder. Murder is interesting. Happiness, totally boring. I can't wait. I think it's crazy though how there's just so much chaos happening in the world right now, but as a comedian I'm just I'm single, it's September 12th 2001 and I'm dating's hard, am I right? Just no awareness of any current events, or 6 months from now and everything's I don't know, on fire. I'm just gonna be but how do I get laid, just still asking about it, or in the distant future, the post-Trump apocalypse, and I'm just I want a man, but I'm really picky. People are Cathryn, we're eating squirrel tonight, okay? Get a grip. I'm swiping on Tinder by the campfire, and people are you have Wi-Fi? So upset at me. People, this is the thing though, if you're a man and you have muscles and you smell like salami, chances are I'm gonna be attracted to you, okay? And, I can't help that, okay? I really would prefer, logically to be with an intellectual, but I just feel evolution just hasn't brought those two together yet for me. So I'm holding out, okay? I'm holding out. Really want Kelsey Grammer to smell like pork meat, okay? That's my type. People tell me that I'm pretty, and I agree, okay? But I'm for sure still buying my own drinks still. That's where I am on the beauty spectrum, just really self-aware about that. Are you guys ever in the mood to be passive-aggressive towards your friends on the internet sometimes? It's a good yes. You're my kind of people. You ever get in the mood to message one of your friends and be hey, remember that time when my dad died and you weren't there for me? Hashtag Throwback Thursday. Just a real throwback. Just a different way of saying hello. I really want to talk to my therapist about social media anxiety, but I feel it's not an expensive enough issue to pay for it, right? I should probably just Google that one or something. But I have been seeing a therapist recently, and I don't know if therapy is really solving my problems or if it's just making me more hyper aware of them. Because before I used to be why am I so hungry at night? And now I'm just I'm so alone, blah, 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 blah. I just can't stop eating dicks, right? Can't stop, won't stop, I work with rich people during the day. Anybody here work with the 1%? Yeah? Just a few executive assistants out on a Thursday. Just a couple of us. That's cool. I work with this rich family and they're cool, I guess. I was with my boss in his office when his 10-year-old son just like ran into the room and he was like, Dad, time how fast I can solve this Rubik's Cube, right? And I'm like, oh great, I'm just gonna like not get any work done today, right? I'm just gonna end up like amusing this kid. But then he solved the Rubik's Cube in just over a minute. And I'm like, this kid is smarter and richer than me? That sucks. Like, he is the most intimidating kid in the world, okay? Like, I know for a fact that he eats a prosciutto and cheese sandwich for lunch every day. Like, he looks at me, knows I ate bologna growing up, okay? He knows, and it sucks, and I hate it, and now, like, I'm in my early 30s, I'm trying to figure out if I want to have kids someday. The thing is, like, when you turn 30, people are like, oh my God, you look so good for your age. And I'm like, really? Because I used to just look good. So, like, that's a new phase in life. I'm trying to figure that out. Now I'm trying to decide, like, do I want to be a mom? Like, I don't know if I want to be a mom, but I feel like I would love to be a dad. Right? Like I would love to hold someone else's hand while they give birth to my child. You know, and just like be there for them every other weekend. I feel like those are my strengths. I just really want to like mail it in and hope they'll want my approval later. That's my plan. I feel like it's pretty good. I'll leave you guys with one more. I don't know if you've noticed, I'm a hearty woman. Okay, just a good old hearty soup. And I say that because, you know, I don't really want to diet and exercise for the rest of my life. I just want to like embrace a new label. That's not like, okay, it's not entirely true. I did join Weight Watchers recently. Not because I like diets, I just love a good sale. Okay, I just really like good sales. And like I have friends who are skinny and beautiful and they still like complain about their weight. But I get it, you know, because we're all insecure about something, you know. But they don't just like bitch about their weight. Like they do it by squeezing onto the fat they don't have on their stomachs. They're always like, oh my God, look at this. Look at this. I'm so fat. I'm so fat. And I'm like, what are you doing? You know, I could grab a decent chunk if I wanted to, right? Like, that's a good 4 ounces, right? Like, I can do that. But they're just like, I'm so fat, I'm so fat. And I'm like, you squeezing onto the fat on your stomach is like me squeezing onto the fat on my forehead. Like, oh my God, look at this. This is the same thing. But God bless them. All right, that's my time. Thank you.